I was drinking before her.
So after you guys started getting into the argument, what happened physically between each other?
So the first argument, I told her that she needed to stop. I wasn't drinking. I wasn't doing nothing. I mean, it was a gender equality argument.
Okay.
And I told her, okay, let's just agree to disagree. And she was like, fine. So I went outside. I had a cigarette. You know, the boys, Joe, the older one, was asleep. The other one was like, well, I was like, go in my room, watch TV, whatever. I don't care. Go in there. And we were fine. I went inside. I took her some butt wipes.
On February 5th, 2023, in Middletown, Ohio, a quiet evening between a teenage girl and her stepmother spiraled into chaos. What began as a casual conversation about gender equality quickly turned into a violent confrontation, shouting, hair-pulling, accusations, and finally, a shattered bedroom door. Bodycam footage captures the tense aftermath as police piece together two very different stories. But where does the truth lie, and what really happened behind that locked bathroom door?
Where's she at? Are you?
No.
Who are you?
I'm Selena.
Who's Selena? Well, I mean, like, what are you?
I'm her stepmother.
Your stepmom?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm out here with these two boys because she's drinking and she is freaking out.
Are you the one who called?
I don't have my phone. She won't give me my phone.
I don't have your phone, you crazy. Oh my God.
What is going on?
She started drinking and I don't
Who
know.
called us?
She did.
She did?
I started.
Hold on. You stay over there. You stay right here. Whose kids are these?
Mine.
Okay, how old are they?
6 and 3.
6 and 3. And your stepmom?
I'm their mother. I'm her stepmother.
Stepmother? Okay, how old are you?
I'm 17.
You're 17, and you're the one who called us?
What?
You're the one who called us?
I didn't call her.
Who did?
She is. Yes.
Yeah.
Who are you? Who are you?
Yes.
You're. All right. Can you go back to the apartment for me?
Yes, I can.
All right. And these are your kids?
Yes.
Okay.
I left because she was freaking out. I didn't know what to do, so I brought my boys. I tried to find someone with a phone to get a hold of her father.
Okay, can you tell me what happened tonight? Why am I here?
Her dad went to work. I was at home.
Where does he work at?
He works in Middletown. He works at...
Okay. So...
Can I put them inside? They're cold.
Yeah, absolutely. Hold on.
He doesn't have any socks on or nothing.
All right, yeah, they can sit in the back of the car.
Here, honey. Sit down. Your brother's going to sit with you and keep you warm.
All right, so... Can you tell me what happened?
I had a couple beers.
Okay.
And I was cleaning up the house.
So, what time did Dad go to Middletown for work?
He left about 4:30.
4:30. So you're.
And she was still asleep.
It's okay.
I woke her up about 6 o'clock. She went out with a friend last night.
You woke her up around 6 o'clock.
p.m.
p.m. Okay.
Yes.
So Dad leaves for work at 4:30. You wake up at 6 p.m.
Yes.
Okay. Continue.
At that time, we're both sober.
Okay.
Okay, and at 4:30, 4:45, he leaves.
So you're both sober. Okay,
we're
continue.
Both sober.
Okay.
She's still asleep. I'm sober. I'm cleaning up. I'm doing laundry.
Who's still asleep? He is. Okay, so 6 o'clock, you wake her up.
6 o'clock, I wake her up.
Okay.
I'm doing laundry. They're watching movies, whatever. I tell her dinner's done. I ask her if she's getting up. She went out with a friend last night.
Okay.
I don't know what she was doing.
Okay. So she wakes up. What happens after she wakes up?
She wakes up. She comes out about 6:30.
Okay.
And she comes out. We get into a debate about something stupid.
Like what?
Gender equality.
Okay. Okay. So you get an argument about gender equality. What time was this? Around 6:37?
Yeah.
Okay. What happens after that?
After that, I say, I'm done with this conversation.
Okay.
I go outside, I have a cigarette. Can
Okay.
I light this?
Yeah, it's fine. That's fine.
I come back in, I take her some butt wipes that I got earlier in the day. You know, I say, here, you know, I got a 3-pack. Here you go. This is for you.
Okay,
And
so you smoke a cigarette around the gym.
I calm down.
Okay, smoke the cigarette, and then what do you give her?
Butt wipes.
Butt
wipes.
Okay.
They
Okay.
were on sale. There was 3-pack.
Right.
3 beds. 3
So you give her a
bathrooms.
butt wipe. What happens after that?
I give her butt wipes. I go back in the kitchen. I go back in her room. I tell her, okay, next week you and I are going to at home to get some house decor.
Okay.
Everything's fine after that.
Okay.
And she comes out. We're just, you know, we're all hanging out. They're watching movies. Joe, the older one, he falls asleep. The younger one is in my room. He falls asleep. Or no, he's still awake. He's watching TV in my room. I've been drinking. I had 3 Coronas and a 4 Loco.
So after you tell the home decor, they're going to bed, correct?
Yeah.
Upper.
The 6-year-old, he's asleep already. The younger one, he's in my bed watching TV.
Okay.
She comes out.
So they're going to bed. You have 3 Coronas, right?
And a 4 Loco.
And a 4 Loco. All right.
Yes. She comes out. She asks, oh, you want me to drink with you? I was singing, you know, just cleaning my bathroom.
Right.
Doing my own thing.
Right.
She comes out. We start talking. She's like, oh, you want me to drink with you? Her dad lets her drink when she's at home.
Right.
So I say,
And
I don't
his
care.
dad, biological dad?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And I said, whatever, you know, that's fine.
Yeah.
And so she starts drinking, and then I honestly, I can't tell you what happened after that. We get into a debate. She gets upset. She starts freaking out. She's saying I'm trying to kill her. And
So after you have the 3 Coronas, the 4 Loco, and she comes out, you let her drink with you, right?
yes.
And it's a blur after that?
Okay, maybe I'm getting in trouble for this, for letting her do that.
Right.
But I'm only letting her do that because her father okayed it.
Okay, right.
You
So,
know?
what happened after you guys started drinking?
We were talking.
Okay. Did you guys get in a verbal argument at all?
We ended, I can't tell you what it was over,
Okay.
but we did get in a verbal argument.
Okay. Did anything get physical?
It ended up, yeah, she attacked me, so I was holding her down, and she was pulling my hair, so I started pulling her hair. Yes, it did.
So, she was pulling your hair first, and then
Yes.
you pull her hair. Did you strike at all?
No,
Okay. Did you choke her at all?
no,
No. Other than the hair pulling, what happened between you guys?
that was it. She
So after
freaked out.
the
I left.
okay, you left out in the
I
parking
came
lot.
back. I asked her where my keys were.
Okay, so you
And-
guys you start pulling your hair. You
So
leave.
I leave.
Do you take the little ones with
I
you?
left them because they were in bed,
Okay,
you know,
and
and
you
she
left.
usually watches them. So I'm like, okay, they're fine.
Okay,
So I left.
okay,
I asked her where my keys are, and she said she doesn't know. I don't know where your keys are, but they're not where they were, so I assume she took them.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, well, where's my phone? I don't know. Okay, so I start knocking on neighbors' doors asking for a phone.
okay. So you start knocking on neighbors' doors asking for phones. What happens after that?
We ended up in the office. We went upstairs.
When did you get the little ones?
When I came back asking for my phone.
Whenever, yeah. So you leave out in the parking lot.
I told her, okay,
Where's
she
your-
was freaking out. She said I was trying to kill I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but
Or
other than
you're
that,
freaking
it
out.
was
I'm
just
taking my kids. I'm going to try to get a hold of your dad,
Okay.
you know.
Right. So
And-
other than that, it was just the hair pulling. You have a few
Right.
beers, you get in an argument.
Yes.
She starts pulling your hair. You start pulling her hair, right? And then you leave, and then you come back, ask where your keys are at. She says, I don't know, I don't know, no.
Right.
You grab the little ones. You ask for your phone. You go back in the parking lot and start knocking on neighbors' doors. And
Yes.
that's whenever we get here. Okay. Hi. So, what's going on?
Well, the house is very messy right now.
You're good. I've seen worse. It's okay.
Well,
So, your name
you
is...
want to know what my point of view is?
Yeah, hold on 1 second. What's your name?
Well, you just said my name.
Yeah,
so
well,
you-
your full name.
It's just my sister on the phone, if that's okay.
You're good. And what's your dad's name, by the way?
Yes, sir.
Alright, so whenever she gives me that, I want to get through the what happened tonight from you waking up at 6 to now.
Oh, yes, I did wake up at 6 p.m. So,
You're cool.
I woke up at 6, and then, like, you want to know, like, every detail?
Yeah, so leading up to...
Okay.
To why we're here. So
I got
you-
you with it all.
Okay.
So I woke up at 6. I came out and I was like, Jesus Christ, it's 6 o'clock already? Like, I've been sick the last few days.
You're in 6 p.m., correct?
6 p.m.
Okay.
I've been sick the last few days, so I've been sleeping all day, all night. And so I came out at 6 and I was like, I expected you guys to wake me up before 6, you know? Like, typically you guys wake me up and you're like, let's go do something. And so me and her both laughed about that. And then I made myself some food because she came into my room before and said it was dinner time. And so I made myself a fajita. And then...
So you came out, you woke up, you came out, made a fajita. Jesus Christ, it's 6 o'clock already, right?
Yeah.
So come out, make the fajita. What happens after you make the fajita?
She said a comment. She was doing laundry over here, and she saw a shirt that didn't fit her anymore. She's like, "Would you wear this?" And I was like, "No." Like,
And you're talking about Selena, correct?
yeah.
Okay.
And I was like, "No, I would not wear that." And she was like, "Oh, okay. Well, I really like the shirt, so maybe I can join boxing with you because she plans on playing boxing. He really likes to use his body mass or something because he's a big 6-year-old. You know that
Right.
kid that you saw out there. He's 6. Like he's a big 6-year-old.
And I heard that.
I'm sorry.
So was it?
Oh, we call him.
Okay.
And so you said you wanted every detail.
I do.
Every
It
detail.
leads up to a detailed report. Okay.
Yes. And I can tell you every detail repeatedly.
Okay,
with no problem.
She tells you about and stuff. Okay.
Well, she said she was going to join boxing with her so she can lose some pounds. So I was like, okay.
Okay.
And then said that he would like have that shirt, and she said no. And then we got into a debate, like a political debate,
Right.
about if boys can dress like girls and stuff like that because
So gender equality.
yes,
Okay.
gender equality.
Okay.
And so she got really mad. She got all furious about that. And at the end of that debate, I said something about my generation doesn't let people walk all over us. Like that's why her and my dad constantly like shit on my generation is because
Right.
they think that we're a bunch of like sissies and stuff
Right.
like
Right.
that.
So after you guys start talking about the gender equality and you guys are heated about this.
Well, she's heated.
Right.
I kept telling her like,
Right.
let's just have like a normal conversation about this.
So what happens after you guys get out of the argument?
After we got out of the argument, we both just walked away. She came into my room a few times. She was like, yeah, I wanted to go do this next week. And, like, we just pretty much flew over it. And then I started realizing slowly that she was getting drunk. But she's on parole. I don't know if she told you this. Or probation, whatever one that is.
190. I'm in the apartment. I check. Okay.
I don't know if she told you if she's on parole or probation or anything like that, but she is for drinking. She beat up a cop a couple months ago when we first moved back to the state down in Hamilton. And so me and her started just acting like everything was fine, and I know she was drunk. And I was like, and she was drinking one of the Four Locos that they got the other day, and they got 4. And so
does she go outside and smoke a cigarette whenever you guys separate? So she smokes cigarettes. She comes
I
back.
walk to my room.
She starts drinking.
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much.
So she comes to your room, asks you. You guys have a couple words.
Yeah, but it wasn't like aggressive or anything.
Nothing.
We were perfectly fine. We were perfectly fine.
So she starts drinking. Where's she drinking at?
In the main area.
Main area here.
Yeah.
Okay, so she starts drinking, right?
Yeah.
And what happens after that?
I come out here and I was like, oh, she came into my room and she threw her phone at me. Well, not like threw, like aggressively, but like she tossed her phone at me, and she was like, "This song reminds me of you." I don't remember.
And she tossed her phone at you?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I wasn't like.
Like nothing,
No.
nothing sinister, right?
No,
Okay.
yeah, no, it was like nice, it was whatever, and I was like, oh, okay, hi, like, let me look at this video.
Okay.
And I forget what song it was, but she said this song reminds me of you, and so I went back out there, because she was smoking a cigarette. Whenever she threw her phone at me, she came out here and smoked a cigarette.
Okay, so she's smoking a cigarette, comes back, starts drinking, throws you the phone, look at this video, goes back outside and starts smoking.
There was a lot more in between.
Okay,
like, a
but
lot
it's
more period.
so
like,
she comes back from soaking the cigarette a second time. What happens after that? What's up?
She came back from the second time, or actually, I went out there with her, and she and I started talking about that. And
So
I
you
was
both
like-
go out there while she's smoking a cigarette the second time, and you start talking.
And we start talking about that music video that she was showing me.
Right.
And so we started talking about the music video, and I was like, "You're drunk, you're drinking, like, is everything okay?" And she's like, "Yeah, it's just everything with like your dad and just like all this stuff." And they're perfectly fine, pretty much as far as I'm concerned. But she's just like, it's just a lot of stress right now. And that argument earlier, it made me want to like hit you or something, but I couldn't because you're my stepdaughter and I love you. But she just kept giving me like this help.
Did you believe that threat when she said that?
Yeah. Like
Okay.
me and her have a really good like relationship. I don't know where everything went wrong. So yeah, I believed her, and
Hey,
we came back in.
breathe for me for a second.
Yeah.
Okay.
We came back in, and she handed me a 4 Locos, and she was like, "Drink for me." I'm like, "Okay, fine," because like just to make sure I'm not getting you in trouble.
No, you're
like,
good. As long as it's under adult
That's what I thought.
adult supervision.
That's
you're
what I
good.
thought. So that's why I was like, "Okay, fine, yeah." Because I've drank with my parents before for like holidays and stuff, so I was like, whatever, it must be fine. Like, even though this wasn't my parent, like she's still my
Yeah,
stepmom. I still
stepmom.
consider her like a parent to me. And so I started drinking with her, and it was all fine. And then like she started talking about nicotine because I used to be addicted to like vapes and stuff like that.
Right.
And when she went out for another cigarette, we were outside, and I was like, every time you smoke a cigarette, whenever I'm a little bit buzzed, I want nicotine again, and it just drives me crazy. I was just going on about that, and she was like, well, let's go get a vape then. I was like, Talia, are you too drunk to drive? Like, obviously you can't go get a vape. What are you talking about? And so she was like, fine, whatever, and it let off for a few more minutes. We started with our rambling again, and we were listening to music really loud. By this time, I had fallen asleep. I brought him to his bed,
Okay.
and I made sure Luke was trying.
Right.
And I made sure Luke was starting to fall asleep, so that as long as I was sober, I
So
didn't
after and so Joe and Lucas go to bed.
Yeah.
When did the arguing start happening?
So she was trying to go to the store, and I kept telling her no.
You're too drunk to drive.
Yes.
Okay.
I kept telling her no, you're too drunk to drive. And so I kept taking her alcohol away because we already know whenever.
And do you know what she was drinking?
4 Locos.
Just 4 Locos. Okay.
There's.
Yeah, I see him.
Yeah, she brought out that.
The ice and stuff.
yes, the
Okay,
ice
so
whenever-
you're pulling drinks from out of her
And
hand.
she's taking more out of the fridge.
Okay.
And so I kept trying to get her away from the drinking because I know how aggressive she gets when she's drunk because like I didn't believe my dad necessarily when I first moved in with him how aggressive she gets. But then like slowly over time I saw it, especially with like the whole police scandal back in Hamilton. Like I saw all of that.
So, after you're pulling drinks from her, what happens after that?
She started saying how she was gonna slap me again earlier like political debate that we had.
Do you believe that threat?
No, I didn't believe it at that point.
Okay.
And then she kept trying to leave to go get it again, and so I took her wallet out of her purse and I said, "You don't have
Did
your wallet."
get what out? Her keys or?
No, I didn't take her keys. She's crazy for that part.
No.
She kept saying that I took her keys and her phone, and I was like, "That's not even what I took. I took your wallet."
Yeah.
You didn't even notice I took your wallet, but you're complaining about your keys and your phone. Like I didn't even take that.
So you took her wallet so that she can't get to the store, but she's trying to find it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I go to my room and I'm like, this is getting a little out of hand. By this point I was like buzzed. I'm still a little bit buzzed to be honest.
You're good.
But I can tell you this whole conversation sober too. Like I have a photographic memory, so I remember all of this.
Okay.
But I went back to my room and I was like, this is getting a little intense. I called my sister and she doesn't like my sister because my sister has
So after you call your
problem.
sister, when does the altercation start happening?
She was like, who are you on the phone with? And he goes, Kendra. And she was like, I said,
All right. So you guys are in your room. When does the fighting actually begin?
She thought I took her keys. That's
Okay.
when it officially started.
Okay.
It was right out here in this hallway right here. She grabbed, at first she grabbed my neckline. And at first I thought it was a joke.
Can I check your neck real quick? Are there? Okay.
I don't know if there's any line. I can take off my sweatshirt. If you
Is there anything on her? Okay.
Yeah, I have a sweatshirt. I don't have a bra on though, so sorry.
All right, you're good.
But I don't know if there's any lines or anything. I don't know if there's any lines or anything. But my hair is all matted earlier from when she started pulling my hair. But she pulled my neckline.
So she pulled your clothing.
Yeah.
She didn't actually put her hands around your neck.
No, she pulled my sweatshirt and she kept twisting it so it was tighter on my neck.
Okay.
And I just kept taking a sip of my loco, like showing her that like I don't care, like you can do what you want, but I didn't take your shit, you know, like. The one thing that I noticed when she gets drunk is she gets aggressive, and if you show you're not scared, she kind of backs down usually.
So she grabs she grabs you.
No, like she grabbed it.
Okay.
She kept,
In
and
the
every
front,
time she
twisting it, right?
Every time I show that I'm like,
is
I
she
didn't
saying
care.
anything to you?
Oh yeah, she was twisting it, and she was saying like, "Give me my keys, give me my phone. I know you took that." And I
Was she
like,
threatening you at all?
Yeah, she was.
What was she saying?
She was saying, "If you don't give me my shit back, I'm gonna call your dad, and you're gonna move back in with your mom."
Okay.
Which there's the whole situation
Okay.
there.
So,
Did she say anything
like,
physical violence threats?
Not at this point, no.
Okay.
So, I got one more question. I'm sorry. We're okay. When she was twisting your hoodie, at any point, was it hard for you to breathe or anything?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
I started choking, and I was on FaceTime with Vito.
so per our policy, we have to get a medic to check you out.
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
So I'll step out.
That's
How
fine.
old
I
are you?
totally understand.
17.
She was twisting my sweatshirt and I couldn't breathe. And I had my friend on my phone and my loco on my other hand, and I kept showing her like I don't care. Like I kept trying to take drinks, but I could hear myself like struggling to swallow the drink, and I know she could hear it too. And she kept looking me in the eye, and
So
I
hold
refused to
on.
look her
Go
in the
back a little
eye.
bit. I was listening to him. So whenever she was twisting you, what you said it was hard to breathe.
Yes.
Okay. And you said something about drinking to where it was hard to swallow.
Yeah, it was hard to swallow the loco. Like, so she
Was this after she twisted it?
Yes.
Okay,
Like,
so after the
like she was
fact,
pulling and twisting it, and like every time I'd show like I could still drink something and not care, she'd pull closer and twist more, and I just
oh,
stood
okay,
there.
so you were drinking a Four Loco at the time, and she kept
Yeah.
on twisting more and more,
Yeah.
and it was getting hard to drink. Okay, continue.
And she was just twisting more and more, and so I just kept trying to show her like I'm not backing down, I don't care. And so I just kept drinking, and she kept trying to make eye contact with me, but I know when she gets eye contact, she feels challenged, but if you
Okay.
still show you don't care, like she'll back down. And so that's what I was trying to do, but she just kept twisting like harder and harder and choking me,
Okay.
like with my neckline like this. And so eventually she
So
let go.
did you, sorry, try and explain this to Des. While you were she was choking you with her sweatshirt. Did you grab her at all to try to defend yourself at all?
I grabbed her wrist.
Okay, you
I
grabbed
her wrist to make sure like I could pull it away if I
to help you breathe.
Yeah, a little bit. But I didn't grip it. Like I just held it. Like it wasn't like I was trying to hurt her or anything. Like I knew if I did something like that, it would escalate it.
So other than her twisting the hoodie, what else did she do?
At that point, nothing.
Nothing.
So,
did she pull your hair at all?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
And so I went into my room, and she came out here and she started screaming about how I took her shit again. And so I was just in my room, and I was on FaceTime with Vito the whole time, like one of my friends, and I was like, did you see that? Like, he was on FaceTime. This is before she smashed my phone. And so I know he saw, like, that whole day. Like, I had my phone like this as she was doing it.
Right.
And so I asked him, like, did you see that? Did you see her choking me in case, like, anything happens? And he was like, yeah, I did. And so I started, like, walking around my room, like, this is crazy. Like, she's never fully been like this way towards me. Like, she's threatened me before.
So she's in the common area now. So after you talk with your friend, okay, and she's saying, where's my stuff at? Where's my keys at? Okay.
I wasn't replying.
Okay. So do you come out, or does she go back to the room?
No, I went into my room and I locked the door.
Okay.
I made sure that she couldn't get in because it's a deadbolt. So I was like, there's no way she can get in.
Okay.
And she kicked my door in.
She kicked your.
I can show you my room right now.
So she kicked your door in. Yeah. Yes.
This is my bed that she literally tore apart piece by piece to knock in the door.
Oh my God.
I wasn't shitting you. Like, this is insane. Like, look at the door. My head was right here. She was aiming for my head. But she was knocking the door.
Alright. Stand.
But anyway, my door was locked. And I had it
I'm
locked.
sit right here. Can you confirm 100% that she did all this damage to you?
Yes.
Tonight.
I can 100% confirm.
Today?
Like, buzzed or not, I can tell you the story over and over again exactly what happened.
Okay. And this happened today?
Yes.
Okay. So, she comes in, you lock the deadbolt to this door, right?
Yes.
And she kicks this open.
And I was standing right here still on FaceTime with Vito, and I was like, holy shit.
So she kicks open the door, and then she tears up your bed. You're good. Tears up your bed, and then you run to the bathroom, correct?
No, there was way more altercations here before I even ran to the bathroom. It wasn't until she basically like tried to kill me that I was in the bathroom.
Okay.
We were in here, and I put a few swings on her because obviously she slammed my head against the freaking cement floor like I was gonna do something, obviously.
Hold on one.
So. Like, my head hurts really bad still from the
okay.
and stuff.
Are you good in here? I want to get the rest of this story. I want to do something, okay?
You didn't expect it to be this bad with the rest of my story, did you?
So this happened tonight?
Yes.
Okay.
When else would it happen when my room looked like this? I mean, my bathroom already looked like that. My bathroom was
okay,
a mess,
so
but...
you lock yourself in the door. You lock yourself in.
She kicked it open.
She kicked it
and
open.
she came up here and she reached for my hair and she was like, where the hell are my keys, you stupid little bitch, you little like all that other stuff. And I was like, I didn't take your shit. I already said this. Like, the whole time I'm calm and I'm, like, not screaming until, like, she starts saying shit about my mom. And I was like,
So she starts, so she says, where's my keys, you little bitch? Starts pulling your hair, right? Okay.
And so she starts swinging me around and shit.
And she starts like, stringing you around.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
And then at one point we were over here. And she was like, you know, your mom doesn't want you, dad doesn't want you, I don't want you. And all this other shit.
Breathe. Okay. Breathe. Okay, continue.
And all this other shit. And,
when I tell you, okay.
And I was like, just stay calm. Like, I don't know if she'll tell you this, but I kept saying, stay calm. I know the people that I was on FaceTime with, they can vouch for me for this. I kept saying, stay calm. She's only saying this shit because she's drunk. and she kept holding my hair, and I was like...
So she's swinging you around the room. She's saying, "Ma, I don't want you. Dad doesn't want you."
You know, your dad never loved you like he loved me.
Okay.
Your dad wouldn't choose you over me. You think your dad's gonna choose you after this? Like, all this other shit.
Okay.
And then she slammed me on my bed, and then I rolled her over and I started beating on her face. And I was like, who the f*** is on top now? You think you're shit? You're not. And I kept screaming at her. And all this other shit. And,
So she slams you on the bed. You say, who's on top now?
yeah.
Okay.
It was a bad moment, but I was
And then
literally
what does
being-
she do after that?
my bed felt... My
And
bed
you were
was
hitting
like
her
a
in the
cot.
face? You're good. Just
Yeah,
keep
I mean,
rolling with the story.
I was hitting her in the face as best as I could, but it was...
Okay.
I mean, obviously she had a grip of my hair and shit like that, and she was hitting my wrist. I think I have a bruise on my wrist coming up right here. I just felt it, actually. Oh, that's way too bright.
Very good.
There's a little scratch, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I see multiple scratches. Okay. Yeah, they're right there. Hold
Yeah.
on. Right there.
Yeah.
That's fresh. Okay. Let me see your other arm.
I don't think there's anything else on there.
Okay.
The most
Has this happened before? This whole, like, this is
between me and her, no. I mean, she got, like...
Okay. So
She got, like, threatening with
let's talk
time.
about that after that. So you start saying who's on top now.
Yeah,
Boom, boom, boom,
me
boom,
and her
boom.
both slammed our head into the shopping cart.
Okay.
Please don't get me in trouble for this shopping cart.
Bro, it's good. What Myers doesn't know doesn't hurt him. Right?
Exactly.
So, anyways,
I like to be very upfront and, like...
you're good. So you guys start getting into it. You guys bump each other's head in this. Is the bed
Yeah.
broken at this point?
Yeah, the bed's, like... It was like a cot, pretty much, and we both slammed through it. Like, she slammed me through it, I slammed her through the other half.
Okay,
And
so who slammed who first? So
she slammed me into it first.
and that's when which part of the bed broke?
This part
this
down
part,
here.
and then
I flipped her over and I pushed her into it, and we both slammed down. And then after I was done, I got off her because I was like pretty weak by that point.
Okay.
And I can't answer this.
And then so she.
And I was like, how are you gonna do this shit with your kids like this? Like, you have two little boys in the other room, and you're gonna think you can raise them while you're treating me like this?
Okay.
That's insane. And then she slammed my head into the ground. Like, she picked up my hair right here, and she slammed it into the ground. Because at this point, we're like on the floor.
So she's on the floor. She slams your head.
Yeah. She
Okay.
slammed my head into the floor, and then.
Yeah.
Got medics.
All right. Hey, Jones, you want to come in here and see this?
That was my bed, bro.
So anyway, she slams your head against the floor.
And so, so I got off of her after hitting her and shit, and then I said all that shit about her kids, and she slammed my head into the floor, and then she stormed down, and I ran into my bathroom, and
So she stormed out, and
Yeah.
you ran to the bathroom.
and I put my feet against this in my
Okay.
toilet, and I held myself against the door, because that's what I used to do as kids whenever my siblings were trying to get
Okay.
me.
I want the medics to check you. I want to talk with her. Okay.
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 Do we get a number for Dad?
Not yet.
My phone's broken. Like, you see this. I can't show you my.
You
his
know if
phone.
she has a number for him?
She does on her phone.
Okay.
Cool.
But she said she can't find her phone or her keys, and she
So,
says I took that shit.
We're gonna pause it until medics check you out. Okay.
Okay.
But
All her stuff that I took was right over here.
when did she throw and break your phone? Was it?
Oh, that was in between, like when she realized I was on FaceTime with someone.
Don't drink it.
Oh no, I wasn't.
Okay.
I was taking everything out that I
Yeah.
took from her. I took both of her alcohols
Okay.
that she had, and her wallet.
Okay. I want to have the medics check you
That's
out.
what I took. That's all I took.
Okay.
Hey, Sloan, there's a phone out here ringing. Is that her?
Yeah, that's her phone.
That's her phone.
It's probably my dad calling because he knew all this shit happened. We kept calling him and he told
Is
me.
this little brown thing her purse?
Yes, it is her purse, yeah.
Alright, Sloan, you want
I got
Yep.
it.
You want them?
Yeah, it's my dad.
Huh?
Can I answer it first?
Sweet, go for it.
Hello? Dad? Damn it.
Can you at least get his number off that real quick?
Yeah, I can.
Because these guys need to check you out so we can get moving on this.
After you guys start drinking and stuff, what happened? Do you remember what happened after you guys started drinking?
We were drinking, we were talking, and we got into... I was drinking before her.
So after you guys started getting into the argument, what happened physically between
So the
each other?
first argument, I told her that she needed to stop. I wasn't drinking, I wasn't doing nothing. I mean, it was a gender equality argument.
Okay.
And I told her, okay, let's just agree to disagree. And she was like, fine. So I went outside, I had a cigarette, you know, the boys, Joe, the older one, was asleep. The other one was like, well, I was like, go in my room, watch TV, whatever, I don't care. Go in there. And we were fine. I went inside, I took her some butt wipes, like I was telling this man. I took her some butt wipes. I told her, you know, here, I got this for you today. And I wanted to go with you to at home next weekend, you know, just to make peace.
Right.
You know, and that was my plan anyways, before all this.
So after the second time you guys start drinking, and after you guys start pulling hair and stuff, what happens after
I don't
that?
even know why that happened.
Okay. So after you guys pull hair, what happened after that?
Well, she locked herself in her bathroom.
Okay.
I left. She normally watches the boys. I assumed they were fine. I left. I came back home. She was locking herself in her bathroom.
Whenever you said you left, was that out going into the parking lot? Or,
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And then you came back in looking for your keys?
I came in looking for my keys and my purse. I went in her room. She slammed the bathroom door. And she wouldn't open it up. I tried to get in it. She wouldn't open it. I grabbed her bed to try to open up the bathroom door because she wasn't telling me where nothing was. And I was like, just tell me where my stuff is so that I can take the boys and leave.
Okay.
You know, and she was like, I don't know where your stuff is. I don't know where it is. Eventually, I took the bed, I kind of slammed it, broke it apart so that I could try to get the door open. I did do that. After that, when she wasn't being cooperative, I was just woke up the boys and took them and went over here. I knocked on the upstairs neighbor's house. He let us in. I used his phone. I couldn't get a hold of her dad. We came over here. I knocked on somebody upstairs door. They let me use the phone. They couldn't get a hold of him. They said, all right, come down here into the lobby. And there's rooms open. So we went in there for a little bit. And the boys were tired. They wanted to go home. So we started walking this way, and that's when we saw you.
Okay. So, with the bed, you smashing it in. You guys didn't
She was
fight.
in the bathroom.
You guys didn't fight at all on the bed?
She was in the bathroom the whole time.
Okay. When I take a go. So you guys didn't fight at all inside the room at all?
No, yes, we did.
Okay.
She grabbed onto my hair. She pulled my hair out. So I grabbed onto her hair, kind of tried to hold her down.
Is this inside the room?
Yes.
Okay.
We kind of wrestled around a little bit.
Okay.
And she got up. I left the room.
Okay.
And she locked herself in the bathroom.
Okay. So, is Dad able to come out here tonight?
I have tried to call him. I talked to him at one point. He said he was at work and he didn't need to deal with this shit.
Okay.
That's what he said.
So, what's going to happen is, I need you to keep your hands out of your pocket and put your hands behind your back. You're being arrested for domestic violence.
What about my kids?
We'll figure that out.
I need to know what happened with them.
I thought you were praying. It's okay.
My kids need to be Can we get a hold of him?
Yeah, we're getting a hold of him now, but
They'll definitely try to get a hold of him, okay?
I've been in front of my boy.
you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him or her present with you while you are being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, won't be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand your rights as I explained to you? Okay. Having these rights in mind, are you willing to answer my questions now?
Yes.
Okay. So, we're going to figure out the kids, okay?
They need to stay at
Do you-
home.
Is there anyone who...
I don't
can-
have any family other than her dad here.
Okay. What about her sister?
She has a few of them that don't even talk to her.
Okay. Is there a grandma or anything like that?
Not in Ohio.
Okay.
Christopher is their dad for the last 3 years. So, he is the only family that they have here.
Okay. That's all I need. I just need one more thing.
If you want to take a photo of my hair and
Yeah,
the matting.
I want to do all that. So I want to take a photo of
Undo.
You're on camera.
Alright. So I want to have you put your hands out like this. Beautiful.
Do you want me to show the little
Yep,
scratch?
absolutely. So I'll walk you through it. So I want you to put your hands out like this first. Alright. Alright, hold on. Gotta take two.
Sorry.
Then back over here. We go. Okay, and then I'm gonna take a photo of that bruise.
So for me to be clear, because I missed a large portion of this, because I got here a little dead last. Your dad is your biological dad coming. He's not your stepdad, correct?
Yes.
The lady outside that's getting arrested is your stepmother?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that scratch from this altercation?
Yeah.
Okay.
Apparently, I didn't even know it was there until the med said something about it. Even now, that's gross.
You're good. I have to. It's rough. Take your hands down for me just real quick.
Ew.
Alright.
It's gross. Probably like booty cheeks.
Alright, side. It's like a mug shot, right?
Nice.
And then on the other
Nice.
I've been trying to call Destiny all night. She's sleeping.
side. Alright, and then the hair. Is that whenever where she grabbed you?
Oh yeah, she grabbed me all up on this side. My head still hurts whenever like I lift my head.
Alright, and let's see the back of your head.
The medic said that I have a bump on my head, but I can't.
You have a bump on the head. And where's that mark at on the back?
He said there was a mark on the back.
Was there a mark on the back or was it just a
The
bump?
medic said there was a bump from where
on
she
my
hit
head.
her head on a concrete.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you
Where
can
at?
point to where it's at,
I have no clue where he was talking about. I can't.
where's it hurt?
Well, it hurts all over here. She was gripping my hair and pulling it.
Okay, so
So
let's
it all
just take a
feels pretty much.
photo
Oh,
right
it's probably
here.
right here. That's
Right.
right. Yeah, I feel like there's a bump
I
there.
promise you, if I ever see Selena, I don't
Kendra, don't say anything incriminating.
You're good.
Kendra!
Alright.
What's the address here?
Home should be a place of safety, not fear. When conflict crosses the line into violence, no matter who it involves, it's a sign that something must change. For teens navigating complex family dynamics, speaking up can feel impossible. But your voice matters. Abuse thrives in silence. If you or someone you know is in danger at home, reach out. Help is real, and healing is possible. When the police are called, it's not about who was right. It's about who crossed the line. Emotions don't excuse action, and silence doesn't erase evidence. If you don't want to be judged by a courtroom, Learn to judge your own behavior first.